everybody, if you've watched any of our videos, you know we've done several on the silent whistle. This is, in my opinion, the best tool there is in dog training. If you watch all of our YouTube channels, you'll see when we're doing obedience and everything, I don't really use gadgets or tools because I think if you communicate well with your dog, you don't need a gadget to mark the behavior or change this behavior or stop the other behavior. You just know how to communicate and teach. This is the one tool that I will not do without. This is the Acme silent dog whistle, and we've done 2 other videos on them, and I probably get a question a week about the use of this thing. So what I want to do in this video is give you an idea about exactly how useful and how powerful this little tool can be. There's 3 reasons that this tool works way better than the human voice: distance, tone, emotion. So the first thing, even though it's not that loud, that's the setting I use to call my dogs to me. I think some of the pamphlets I've read say a dog can hear that tone up to a mile away, and in open pasture, of course, not with a lot of, but you can never match with your lungs the ability, or your vocal cords, of this whistle to get your dog's attention. And attention is the second big reason you always want to have one of these with you when you're with your dog. What a lot of people don't realize is Doglish, what I call the language of dogs, Doglish is a language of body language, tones, and lastly sounds. Our vocabulary is mostly sounds, then tones, and then lastly we use a little bit of body language. But dogs are very literal animals, especially when trying to understand humans. So you can teach them a word like come, and then they want it just like that every time to make sure they understand English or Spanish or whatever language you're speaking, German. So if they're out running down a cat or your neighbor's chihuahua, and you go, come here, when you're normally saying come, you just completely changed the tone of that command. You've also changed the emotion, or the emotion in your voice has changed and emphasized it even more. So in Doglish, the difference between come and come is like the difference between a bark, woof woof, and a howl, oh. Doesn't even mean the same thing. I believe that's one reason so many people have trouble getting their dogs to come when they call them when there's a lot of stuff going on and they get excited or they get angry. They've changed the meaning of the word. This little beauty right here never gets excited. It never changes its tone. It's always clear cut, and the decibel level that they hear emitted from this whistle is unique. If you've trained with this little Acme whistle, the only time they hear that sound is when something good or fun's happening in training. And so when they hear it a quarter mile down the street as they're running away chasing Miss O'Leary's cat, they're still going to go, oh, I know what that means, and they're going to want to come back to you. So what I'd like to do now, we're going to show you a little demonstration to give you an idea, we hope. Remember, all our stuff is live as it happens. So without setting anything up, we're going to set up one dog who hates another dog in a fence fighting scenario, my shepherd, and we're going to see if we can call her off of the middle of a big fence fighting fiasco. Now let's watch this. Now, Taza. Good girl, yeah. Taza. Good. Okay, so we got Rocco and Stan out here, and he's going to show you what he does on a cold winter day in Texas. Ha 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 ha. When he's getting a little hoarse, and he wants his dog to come to him. That means down is 2 whistles. That means heel, changes the tone. So you can see Rocco having a ball out there. And this is a high energy, go get 'em kind of dog, but you see how he responds quickly and almost perfectly to that whistle. There's not a doubt in his mind exactly what Stan's expecting him to do when he hears that whistle blow. So some of the many reasons why I think if you're gonna have a dog and you're gonna train your dog and you're gonna live with your dog, you should employ one of these Acme whistles. I think they really enrich your dog's relationship with you and your family. So